Hello, Glenn Dimon here, working on the bus again today. And of course, what else would I be doing but working on the bus? Because working on the bus is great. It's a lot of fun. And so I am still working on the bus, believe it or not, even though I've only putting out about a video a month. So my latest project here is turning the emergency escape hatch in the ceiling into a screen door, basically. It's no longer used for an emergency escape hatch, but I do want to use it for getting some air into the bus because I don't really have much to speak of for screen doors or windows. So this would be a way of getting fresh air in without using fans or whatever. And so this system that I built here will be removable so that I can, when I put my ceiling in, I can put it back in, refashion it or whatever. So it's kind of a little bit temporary. But anyway, that's what the video is going to be about today. Hi, my name's Glenn. This is Karen, my wife, and this is our bus. Okay, so I'm in the bus here, and this is the opening here that I'm building, that I built the door for. And so this edge is pretty rough here. You can see the 1/2 inch foam and the 3/8 inch OSB. When I cut this opening here, I wasn't really sure exactly how I was going to trim this out. I've got this piece of aluminum here just kind of mocked up on here for now. That's going to come down, and then that'll go up after I actually install the screened opening. But the thing is with this here is this opens up only about that far, about 8 or 10 inches maybe, or 12 inches at the high side, because the solar panel's up above. So I would like to install more solar panels on the front here. I could get 2 more actually on the front, and if I did that, I'd have to elevate them up a little bit so that I could at least get still get some ventilation value from this emergency escape exit. So the other door that's in the bathroom here, this one here, it's kind of dark in here, get some lights on. Anyway, this one here still has a little bit of work yet, and this one here, I actually climb out this one to get onto the roof, and so this one will still have a screen on it like I'm doing for the other side, but it's going to be modified, or it's going to be built just a little bit different, especially with the way this wall here ended up being straddling the opening a little bit. So this side here, I'll probably just block it off and then put the ceiling in, and this side here will actually be for actual access. But I would like to be able to open this up and just get fresh air in here as well. So I've got the door, or the screen door, started out here, and let's take a look at it. Okay, so I'm out in the shop, and I've got this screen door started here. I've already got it built to this point. I still have yet to put a finish on it, things like that. But the idea here is this is just a 1x2 maple, which matches all the materials inside the bus. This is a stainless steel mesh screen that, of course, I'll have I'll go ahead and put another screen, a light duty fiberglass screen in here. That way that screen has this one to kind of rest upon. That way it doesn't get tore up and stuff from the wind or whatever. So that screen will fit inside here. I've got the material here to make that with, a regular screen making material here. And so I'm going to make that next. And the way I assembled this here is I rabbited out the edge all the way around. Then I took my my oscillating tool here, and I cut all the way around here about a quarter of an inch up inside, and that way the screen actually fits up inside the groove here. So all the way around, it fits up inside the groove, makes it really solid, especially with this being stainless. It's just really nice material. And then I've got it screwed together with 2 screws at each corner. And this thing is just super solid. So I'm going to go ahead and make the screen for it, for here, the finer mesh screen for the that would keep bugs out and stuff, and we'll see how that goes. So I got these cheapy little frame corners for the aluminum here, and I went ahead and got a dark brown aluminum, or it's almost black. That way it's just, I thought it would look better than if it was shiny aluminum, in case you can see it on the inside, which you probably will be able to. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this out and put it together with this, and we'll see how that goes. So that's 3/4 of an inch wide. So I can make my measurement here. The reason I'm making a separate frame for this is so that I can take the screen out, put a new one in it, put it back and everything without really messing with the door. It's going to be a separate thing. Should have done that to start with. Should be both the same. Done quite a bit of screen work in building. I used to build sunrooms, screened-in sunrooms, and that was always kind of fun, actually. It just snaps right in. I'll probably end up putting a couple screws in there just to hold that in. And then if I ever want to replace a screen, I just take it out. And actually it'll probably go in this way, so the screen itself is tight up against the expanded metal. So it looks like that'll work just fine. Now I'll set this aside. This is just leftover screen from the last screen room I built. I haven't built the screen room for probably 30 years, but it shouldn't be too difficult here. I couldn't find my good screen roller, so I got this cheapo one here that should do. It's $5. This is the spline material. I hope I got the right size. And if it's not the right size, then I'll just have to go and get some more. Okay, so I've got some 0.14 inch by 25 feet. I think the size of the spline material is dependent on the kind of screen that you install. So I believe this is right for this screen. So basically I just lay the screen on there. I like to lay it on so the screen kind of naturally flows in one direction. Anyway, again, it's been a long time since I've done this, so I'm just going to start installing the spline in here. Just kind of roll it right into place. It's pretty tight now, almost too tight. We'll just go ahead and hit it one more time with the just the round part of the roller. I installed those sun's rooms. I didn't do them often enough to really get it down as far as just being fluent at it, but they were always kind of fun to do. Put that so the screen is down against the expanded metal. That's what you'll see on the inside. I just figured with the expanded metal there, it should keep this from getting pushed in or whatever. Looks pretty good. Now I'll install the piano hinge on it. Probably don't even need to pre-drill them, but this maple is really hard wood. I've had those screws break off. And as with all the rest of my piano hinges that I have in the bus, about 55 of them, or 50, 54 I think, this will be 55, I think. I put silicone, just a tad bit, on the where the hinge goes. It just keeps that hinge from working loose or whatever. I thought that was going to be wet. Okay. Only about it though, you don't want to get any silicone on where you're going to be finishing your wood. I just put a tiny little bead all the way down. Just enough to just kind of create like a Loctite scenario. It didn't look right. That just figures. Start getting a little bit careless. Actually goes this way. So now I got silicone all over it. I'm just going to let that. There's still enough on there. Start getting it in places where it doesn't go, and then you start getting it on your hands. I think I'm in pretty good shape though. Well, I'll tell you, that's, well, it looks pretty clean. Now, the other half of the hinge is going to mount to my aluminum, so I'm going to have to get some rivets for that. I hope I have some. Okay, so now I'm making my anodized aluminum trim. Okay, so I gotta get some lights on here. So I've got some trim here that'll match the other side of this. I've got this screwed in with just a couple screws for now. So this is just the same 1-inch stock anodized aluminum. And I've got it cut to so I can put this in install this, and then I can go ahead and install some side pieces on each end, and that should take care of it. So okay, so that concludes the video on the roof hatch being converted into a screen door. Just so you can see it work, the I just got this little latch here I ordered it on Amazon, and it's just a kind of a cheap little latch, but I wanted something small and somewhat compact for the application. So this will be removable. I can take the screws out, drop it down, put my ceiling in, put it back. I'm not sure how that's going to look just yet. I'm still contemplating what I'm going to finish my ceiling with. And so, but it's still a little bit to be desired yet, because I have to do some gasketing and stuff for it. And I also want to make it so it doesn't bounce when it's going down the road and jiggle. So I'm going to put a stop on it on the inside with some rubber gasketing to make it soft. And so basically I've just got a piece of foam stuck in there now, but this little latch just unlocks like that, drops down, got the little piece of foam sitting there, comes down, then this will open up, and I'll have a couple of gas shocks on that. It only opens up to about there anyway. So I'll put a couple of gas shocks on that. And so this is the bottom side, or the top side I should say. So this is, I made this screen here that fits into it, and I've got the stainless steel expanded metal for strength. And so this basically goes up and locks in place, and once the foam is in place, then it won't jiggle around when I'm going down the road. So that's the project there, and I might do this something similar with the other roof hatch in the bathroom. I'm not sure just yet how I'm going to do this in here, but that'll be my next project. And so I just wanted to kind of put this out there. Seems like a pretty good idea for what we're doing here, being that we don't have much for fresh air ventilation that has a screen. We can open these windows or the door, but we just don't have any screens in them, and it's just not very practical with these original bus windows. If you install RV windows, like a lot of people do, RV windows, reskin the whole bus, that's probably the most ideal, but this makes good of a somewhat of a more negative situation. So anyway, that's the video for today. God bless everybody, and hope you enjoy it. And we've taken the bus on now a couple of trips. We're going on another trip this weekend. We've driven it about, as far as actual RVing, we've driven it about 1,200 miles now. So we are actually using the bus, and we are enjoying it. So anyway, again, God bless. Take care.